Let's see what is going on now. I should have everything ready to go. So, Jello, good evening and welcome back. Yes, this is slightly unorthodox and out of the normal procedures, but I will explain it a little bit more. You might say, oh, why have we gone from 22 to 24? I will show you in a moment, but I'm just getting things sorted out right now so I can get the last little bits done and dusted. So where was we? Oh yes, there, get the mini screen up. So I'll need to reach behind and grab that one. So I can talk about that. So while we are waiting, let's go ahead and say a Jello all in the chat. So yeah, don't forget to come say hi Spoon, and then we'll get things cracking very quickly and all that. So we also need to go links, so it gives everyone a chance to come and join us on all the social media accounts while we are waiting. So we do have our Discord. You can have a chat with us, have a look at photos and everything else. It's going to be having a bit of an update very shortly. We also have our Facebook, which I've been sorting out, and it's getting back on top of everything. We've got loads of messages to go through. We have the Fiverr store, so come join us on Fiverr and have a look around and see what sort of merchandise you wish to purchase. If you wish, we have the Instagram, so come join us on the Instagram where you can look at the photos. Beyond the photos will be a link to the videos. We have a Twitch account, obviously, because we stream on Twitch and upload elsewhere. So come and be one of our followers. As soon as we get to 200 members, we'll spin a wheel and give a goodie pack of bits and pieces to a lucky winner, and they can choose one of the gift cards that we have here. We also have a Twitter account, so come join us on Twitter, hit that retweet and you get a shout out live on here. We also have our family friendly YouTube channel, which I'll be jump starting again very shortly, and we also have our YouTube adult account where we are obviously currently doing some Hachette builds. We are helping Wabbit with her build, which is obviously Disney Doll's House. We're also doing the Titanic, and we're doing the Eddie Stobart. We also got a contact at Legoland, and they are supplying us with Lego sets. We're currently doing the Ecto 1. We've got a train to build, which is from the Creator Sets. We've got a police car from Lego City, and we also have a Legoland exclusive. So we've got a few bits coming up there. You should have already seen the Lego minifigure Muppets. That should have already been out by now. So hopefully, well, on the YouTube channel by the time you come to watch this on YouTube. So there we go. So I'm going to quickly head over to Twitter and see who these lucky retweeters are. Once I've got the screen working. Hi there Claire, how you doing? Hi there Roy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. You always there, seems to be there all the time. So let's go ahead and find out what is going on. So yeah, my screen's working. Right, Twitter, and we'll find out who the lucky retweeters are. Oh, come on, where's my tweet? There it is. So let's see. Right. So this is your last chance to get in there. So here we go. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, bit of a change around this time. So in first we have Patsy. In second we have Roy. In third we have Wabbit. Thank you very much, you three, for being top 3 retweeters. We also have Claire. Thank you very much for the retweets. If you do retweet afterwards, thank you very much. But sadly, you've just missed out, and it's time to bring this mini screen back in to play. Well, you come. Yeah, there you are. So it's all there, ready to go. Yep, that's it. Alright, so yeah, we're doing 24, and I'll explain 23 as we go. So 3, 2, 1, and in we come. So as you can see, there is 24, which we'll come back to in a moment. But 23, we've had to email them because, again, we have a dodgy staple. As soon as we put that in a ring binder, if it will go in, the booklet will fall apart and then we have nothing to do with it. It's still sealed up, so if they want it back, that's fine. you contact them by email after the telephone, and they're hopefully going to send out a replacement one of those. They should be sending out a replacement Titanic because the booklet is literally falling apart. And same again with number 26, you can see there is another dodgy staple. So if I put that in the ring binder, it will split, and yeah, it'll go everywhere. So again, if they want one of them back, that's fine, and they can sort it out. But we're going to do some prep work here first before we crack on with 24, because we have what looks like paneling to go across the back wall of Frozen, and we have Alice's floor, which obviously needs a bit of prep work. So what we're going to do, we're going to strip it down, glue the small boards underneath, and let that set to one side hopefully, and then we should be good to go. Yes, a rabbit has lost one of these. We've been hunting for it and we just can't find it anywhere. But it's only a placeholder to hold the walls in. So what we'll do, we'll strip it all down and we'll just do one bit at a time and smooth it all out. So that is Alice's kitchen, which we'll come back to soon. Oh. There we go, so we'll keep that all together like that. Yeah. Right. Keep it all there like that. Good to go. And then, oh no, wait, it's moved everything around. Let's place that up there. So we'll be gluing the smaller walls together. So there's a little chunk missing from that, that's fine, but we'll get around to it. And then obviously we've got to glue this part together. Yeah, the cocktail sticks broke in the end, so I ended up going to the clips, using bulldog clips to hold in place while we are sorting things out. So we'll dismantle this, put them to one side, because obviously we'll need to use the bulldog clips to hold the floor together. And we'll dismantle this part, because we need to obviously get into the floor here and glue the small bits together. And we'll get all this nicely together and so on. We are still waiting to hear back from the school, because obviously the school has 4 of these been sent to them. So we can't wait to get cracking on that. And we are going to be doing photo shoots and videos for the school for it. Let's place all them up there out the way. Now let's try and get the floor separated as best we can. Although we did separate before, don't think it's going to this time. It was a bit of a handful. No, not to worry about that. So what we do, we just run a bit of glue on them ends and drop it in. So we'll get our non-sponsored Gorilla Glue, and did I just where it gone? Right, let me just grab my light a minute, because we need to get that band back, so we'll need it. See if I can spot it. Oh, it's just disappeared. Right, a lot of other stuff that goes down there. Right, not to worry, we'll get to it later. So we'll get our non-sponsored Gorilla Glue and our lovely paintbrush, and we'll get it on the ends and get it all glued together. So we'll just smear it along the ends best we can, because I believe we've got Pooh's bits coming along soon, and we want to make sure it's not going to interfere. And we'll just get them ends done. So we're just doing a bit of prep work for now. Oh, come on, there we go. Get it in like that. I still don't know how the outside wall is going to be attached. Don't know if it's bits of wood that we've got to shiplap it on, or if it's going to be a vinyl sticker like the rest of it. So we'll go like that. Bulldog clips, hold them together like that. There we go. We don't want it to move while we are doing it all. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Now that should stay together. Obviously this has got to go upside down. Clip in there. So what we'll do, we'll glue this one up and we'll clip it on. Put it to one side. Let it set a little bit and we'll move on to 24. So we'll just smother it with some lovely non-sponsored Gorilla Glue. But if Gorilla Glue wants to sponsor me, that's fine. I'm happy enough to do it. And we'll just smother that with glue along the edge. And just like that. It does like dry clear, but there is a case where it probably just be too much and it just sits there. So put it again to one side, get our clips, slot it in together. Just like that. Get this end together like so. I might, yes I might be able to get one more in there. Sort of, here we do. So that's like that. And then, let's get that just placed to one side. Keep it flat. There you go, nice and flat. So there is that bit. I will give that a quick clean out. You know it's gonna be quite wet. I do have a way of drying it off. So while that's setting, we'll bring in on the 24, and then we'll do 23 when it turns up. That goes in our little bin down there. And again, Rabbit would be here telling me how to do it, but she's actually busy doing a few bits and pieces. So here we go, 24. As you can see, we've got Alice's floor and panelling, and we should have Olaf. There he is, the cheeky little man sits there, or cheeky snowman. Alright, so what we've got here then, so yeah, we know how to do the panelling, the same as Mickey's. As the floor goes in, we've got to make sure the floor is all done and dusted. Next week in 25 we have an ironing board, fruit cocktail looks like, and more panelling. Okay, seems to be a bit of a stretch out. And again we know how to do panelling, which we'll do. We've got to make sure we've got the tapers in the right sides. Says we've got a bit of coving to put up, but I'm waiting until we get the roof so I can glue it in place properly. So there's no gap. Says we've got to have it level, but right, really happy with it. So we've got two. We've got one for Frozen, one for Alice's kitchen, and then obviously we slide it back in. I'll just put a bit of glue on the bottom, which we'll probably do this time round. Glue the inner walls. It's just the outer walls I'm a bit concerned about, and then we just got to make sure we put the floor down properly. So what I'll do, I'll put the floor in first, and then put some clamps around the outside, and I've got some heavy weights to put on the inside. So what we've got here, we've got Alice in Wonderland poster. We've got Olaf and this is obviously the way that they animated him, and obviously he tells us about next week. What I'll do, I'll stick it to one side, and we've got, and this is floor, so let's have a look at the floor first. A lot of people have been complaining about damage to the floor on these subscriptions. I've not seen any damage. Well, we'll have a look. So, someone said that the corner was damaged, but my corner seems to be okay. There ourselves in. And again, that can go in the bin down there. So, the corners all seem to be good. The bay window part's fine. And the front, so yeah, that's all fine for us. So we'll get to one side. And we'll obviously come back to that in a little while. Again, we need to work out which is which, because the coving itself, that's just a round, and this one should be a rigid. One's for one, one's for the other. If I can get it out. Oh no, coving, it's not coving, it's the ones for the top. Right, so there's the tape of that end, and that is a complete end. So that would be incorrect. So we've got to turn that round and put it that way. This one's more of a wood than the other one, because the other one's more plastic. So we've got to make sure the taper lines up together with that end, and the butts line up that end. So that's that, that's that. That's got a bit of a curve in it, but we should be able to glue it in place and put our little bits on it. And then we've got the skirt in here, which seems to be a better fit than Mickey's. But again, we will put our clips on, and yes, it does fit quite nicely on taper, and it butts up quite nice as well. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's okay. And there's Olaf. It's like a plastic, and there he is, quite a cheeky chap. And yeah, he will stand there for a little while, and then I'll put him in the bowl and pot with everything else. So what we're going to do, because this is actually wood. What's this? Plastic. So what we do, we'll use our non-sponsored clear Gorilla Glue and a cocktail stick, if I can find where they've all disappeared to. There we go. Probably I've been using them recently for the Titanic. Okay, so we'll, there it is, with the cotton wool buds. Right. So again, we'll obviously put the glue on the plastic, on the raised little edges, and then we can just drop it in and it should be good to go. So grab that end, dip it in, and run it across the edges. Let's get a bit more. Across all 4 edges, outsides, insides if you want. More surface area you cover, the better the bond in theory. But then again, it depends on the actual glue itself when you do it. So there's that one. Let's do that like that. Drop that in there. There's one. Yeah. Let's get the next one. Across the edges. So yes, we are catching up quite well. Tomorrow there'll be another. Oh, tonight there should be another one tonight, I believe, because we obviously missed out on one yesterday because we had issues. But today's is the correct day for them, but I've got to try and sort something out because we are behind. Or I might just save that one until we actually come to it. But we do have on Friday, I believe it is, going to be an opening, which I believe is Doll's Houses or Titanic's on the actual streams, because obviously when they do come through, and I'll confirm with a friend who actually receives these now, because I've got a new friend that receives the packages, all the big stuff. They actually tell me when it comes, and I'll try and use my calculator and calculate which pack it is, and then I'll get them to remove the address off it and either put a letter or either D for Doll's House, T for Titanic, or E for Eddie Stobart. So if it comes in within time scale, then it's fine, because if I look at the screen this week, we should be receiving anything to do with Stobart. So the next package that comes through the post, if it's just one, it should be a Stobart. So let's move that over there like that. And you can slowly see the holes are disappearing because we have plastic trim coming in. And the back bit is wood. I think I just heard a rabbit trying to come in the door. If she has, she knows that I'm streaming, so she shouldn't really pop through. And she can do it very quietly. Yes. Yes, we are having issues with obviously postal, and it's a nightmare trying to get a postman or woman to come up to where we are in this middle of nowhere, because there is a bit of a debate of if we are covered by one postal area or the other, but because it's like too far out of the way for both of them, they want us to set up a post box and make us go to them. So I said I'd rather send it all to a friend. So I've spent 2 days changing post addresses for a lot of stuff, especially all the bulky stuff all goes to a new friend, and the old friend is obviously just dealing with all the smaller stuff like bills and letters from fans and that. But if fans want to send fan art, then please contact me and I'll give you the address in private messages. It's obviously your friend's address, so you won't find me there. Once Blue Moon, whether they're doing a barbecue or something like that, actually wants me to be there. They are really good friends, and so on. So let's do that. So that'd be the last one going in there. And there we go. So that is all of that. Yeah, all of them are in. So we'll go from there. Hi Webbit, welcome to the stream. Oh, okay, I've got a message here that's been removed. Right, okay. So, yeah. Thanks, Rabbit, for getting rid of that. I think I know exactly who that person is. So, yeah, no worries. Alright, oh, what's going on here then? Mini screen's gone a little bit berserk. So, we know this corner goes up next to Mickey's place. That goes up towards the kitchen, because there's a staircase going down. So, we'll deal with that in a little while. Let's just place that on there to dry. Get that over that end. Right, this bit can go in the bin because we've got so much of that. Oh no, we need to get these on next, so we'll run some glue across the top. Right, they seem to be popping out a little bit, so they're being pushed back in. Right, so run a bit of glue across the top, and we'll put the top rail across the top, and then we'll clamp it on. Right, so nice bit of glue. Dollop here, dollop there, spread it, dollop there, spread. And I'll do some more dollops. Dollop there. Oh, come on. Right, so we'll smooth that across there. And we'll just do one more smear. That should cover it all. And get the top placed on, making sure it lines up level with both ends. That's not going to work. Right, okay. Got some glue on there, so we'll run some glue across here as well in the groove. And we'll just smear it across, so both glues will go a little bit tacky, and then they should bond together quite well. Alright. There we go. Got a funny feeling that that person will be back again with another account in a couple of days' time. Because when you become a follower on here, you won't be able to chat for at least 24 hours because of people like that. Alright. So we'll get that in place. Give it a little wiggle. There you go, I can feel resistance. Let's just break out that end. Clamp up that side. Make sure it's pushed in nice. Clamp on there. Yep. And I'll try and get one somewhere in the middle there. Just like that. So we'll leave that to one side to dry a little bit, and then we'll crack on the bottom here. So we'll run some glue on the inside there and on the bottom there. So while we wait, we'll quickly do this bottom part. Smear some glue across, dollop, dollop, dollop. And a couple more dollops and smear. There we go. So that one ready. Now we've got the skirting done. Yeah, I'll see what the message says. It shows me here. So yeah, it's the only problem with trolls. They try and get people going and cause arguments and things like that. That's alright. Unless there's more that's been put, I don't know. But I will watch it back as well. And if it gets too bad, then I'll just remove the chat from the viewing part, so no one will be able to see the chat. Let's move that in there. And we'll make sure it goes in there, give it a little wiggle. Put there. It's there. Make sure it's nice and smooth there. Oh, run out of clips. Oh dear, I think I know where I can get a couple more. little. That's nice and smooth there. Put it on there. Should be able to get one from here without it falling all over. Yep. And there, one there, and then we just want to put one in the middle there. Should have one more here. There we go. So that is now ready to dry fully. Right, let's put that there, that there. I couldn't see any over gluing on that, so that's good. And what we'll do, we'll quickly go for a quick 60-second ad break, if it works, and we'll see how things turn out. And we'll bring the panel back with the floor and we'll get the kitchen in. So 3, 2, 1 and ad break. So while that's doing that, I'm going to quickly clean my fingertips because they're a bit sticky. Right, here's the wipes. And we'll check the floor while we do it. Right, so we're fresh, good to go. Bring the floor back in. There we go, so I've got the floor ready to go. We can remove the clamps on the stream and see how things turn out. Alright, let's give this a quick clean up as well. Don't think I'll need it, but I'll give it a quick wipe down. Get as much stickiness off as possible. And see how that turns out. So, oh, I clicked the wrong one. Things have moved around, so okay. Yeah, we'll be going for a little bit longer for the ad breaks, and we'll get it in place. Let's see. Alright, okay, so we are a little bit disjointed behind me, but we'll get things sorted out in a moment. So we should be almost ready. Oh, a minute and a half to go. The floor seems to be okay. Seems to have held. Let's see what we can find. So maybe it's matte. Should be. Nope. Nope. I thought rabbit's matte was around here, but it's not. I guess it's been moved among other stuff. Alright, here we go. Here's a bit of a long one, really. Didn't expect it to be this long. Right, so it's only just the one message. So yeah, okay. Alright, so we should be coming back very shortly, so we can do a little countdown and we'll get things progressing. Because I'm going to put the outside walls back in, glue the inside walls, and go from there. Right, so so we should now be coming back from the ad break. So thank you very much if you had the ad breaks, it's very much appreciated. And it's good to go. So 3, 2, 1, and in we go. So we're now back. Right, so I've got the floor over. It looks like it's holding. So we'll gently take the clamps off and see how well all that turns out. All down there, might as well take that off there. That's not quite glued there, but should be able to sort something out with that. So that's there, that's there. No, come on. And that's there. Right, so got some clamps to deal with later. Rubber bands there, we've lost one. But I do have a spare one. Right. So we'll now bring in the walls bit by bit. And we'll work our way around. So that's the joining wall there. Mickey's. Right, so this should hopefully be nearly last time of doing all this. So let's try and slide it over so everyone can see Mickey's going back together. Hopefully. Right, so that's the first one there. And there's the big brackets, big joiners there. There's one. And then there's that one there. The big one there. There seems to be quite a lot of times we've been building these walls back up, but it is what it is. And we'll get that in there. Should really have one here, really, but it hasn't. And Mickey's centre wall can go in there. And what we'll do, we'll put one bulldog clip back there. Yeah. Go back in place. One bulldog clip there. A rubber band to join the outer clips together. Keep it in just like so, which will come in handy when we actually do come to glue it. Right, let's put Alice's kitchen in there a minute. That should sit down there like that. So we need to then work on getting that on there without upsetting it. So we'll wait until it's dry a bit more, run a bit of glue in here, and then we'll run the top part in and then sit it, and it should sit in there quite nicely. So let's get the frozen back ball in. There we go, it's in there like that. Slide across. Right, look at that. So we'll now deal with Alice's kitchen in a minute, and then we'll try and get the walls back in place. And then once we've got the walls back in place, we'll work out how we're going to do the floor. So I've got to turn it around and get the floor into place. So that can go in there like that. Strengthen them up a little bit. Let's see. We need. I can't see no more. Let's try and turn it so you can see. So we have the little piece there, and we have a window. They are numbered. 10. Was it wall? Oh, it should be a wall. It was. That's the big one. 11, 13, 10, no, 9, 10, so yes, it was a window. We'll get that in there. Come on. And then we should have, just down here, some of these little ones to hold these together. The big wall, window wall, oh, which was the right way round. Goes there, And again, one of those to go in there. Come on, there we go. And get the last one because we've lost one. The window wall in there. And we'll slot that one there. I'm going to leave that one off because obviously it's just going to be flopping around. But most important, we need to get this centre one in. So we can make sure the floor comes in nicely. But the thing is, I can still see gaps around everything. That's in there, that's in there. Right, so let's give this a turn round. There we go. So we can now concentrate on this one. So, let's see, get that, place it underneath there. There we go, that gives it a bit of stir, it's a bit sturdy. Right, so what we've done with the floor, there's the floor. So that makes it sit in there, and into that gap there. But then it leaves a gap around there, which is fine because hopefully the trim will hide it. Right, okay, so that's looking good like that. So now let's go ahead and grab the paintbrush back. Let's come for a little clean up. And what we'll do, we'll smear some glue down on the floor and we'll then glue the floor down. Put some clamps on, remove the walls and put the rest of the clamps on. So again, we'll get our non-sponsored Gorilla Glue. Let's see if that works this time because we did have a bit of a funky pattern come for it. Right, let's go. Right, so we've got the glue going down nicely. That should be enough for now. And then what we do, we'll just paintbrush it all the way across. It should get the edges of the wood. So there we go. Make sure the whole area is covered with glue as well. And we'll make sure it's all clamped up. Right. Get a little move around. We should be. Oh. Get it off there. There we go. I'm going to probably get my fingers and thumbs all covered in glue, but it's alright, it's all part of the deal. Right. There we go. Smear that in there like that, so. Right. There we go, so it's now all covered. There we go, all done. All the edges done. Right, don't need that no more. And then we'll just drop that in nicely. In there. Get down down into that corner. Give it a little wiggle. Job done. So next, you'll grab a clamp, put it on there, put the arm under, down from there. And what we'll do, we'll just whip this wall out and get a clamp on there. Then secondly, we'll just drop a couple of weights on there, which are from the Eddie stove up because it's quite heavy. They come in handy for weights. So we've got 3 corner pieces on the walls, and they can sit there for it to dry, and we'll obviously make sure that wall is back in place for the next stream, and we'll glue that in place on the next stream as well, or frozen. So we can leave that down like that, give it time to dry, and we should be good enough to go. So let's quickly slide that over. Oh, quite a heavy lump. So there we go. Oh, I think, yeah, that issue is done. Oh, almost forgot. Let's grab the book back, the ring binder, and that's 24. 23 is obviously becoming in post. We're almost ready to start another ring binder because we're trying to get 29 issues or 30 issues in here. 31 will start the next ring binder. Alright, so there we go. So hopefully we'll get everything in place very soon. So yes, thank you very much for coming along. We'll go ending right now, and what we do, we'll go ahead and get our links chucked out. So it's links. So while we're waiting, before we finish or anything else, you can always go in the description of the video on YouTube, and you'll see links there from my Discord. You'll see links from Facebook, the Fiverr store, Instagram, Twitch, where we're doing a competition of 200. Be an active follower and you'll be entered free of charge into a competition and have a chance to win some prizes. We have a Twitter where we do live shout outs from, YouTube for the kids where we play Lego games and other family friendly games. We also have our YouTube adult account where we play adult games and obviously the builds. So there we go. That's all that, that's all that, that's done, that's done. So yes, thank you very much for coming along. It has been great. Sorry that we had that troll on here. I know exactly who it is, and we'll deal with that in due course. So yeah, don't forget to follow us on the social media accounts, give us a thumbs up on the videos, subscribe, share and everything else like that. These videos are recorded now, and this one will be coming out early in the new year of 2023. So yes, thank you very much for coming along, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.